deal in practice we call the Kush drill. That I think you like, Coach. Don't you like that when we get after them a little bit? You think we're a little soft, though.
Well, no, if you're as tough half as that name is, you're going to be all right. Kush, push, You
were talking to me, Todd, about climbing the mountain and singing the fight song, and you want Coach Kush to be there, right?
Yeah, Coach. I've invited Coach, to be there with us, and obviously he started in 1960 up there, and I just thought it'd be awesome for our kids to again they'll love to hear from Coach and talk to him about the history and what Camp Tonazona means and why we're there and what it's about to ASU history, heritage, and what it means to us now.
What do you think about them going back there, Frank?
Well, I think it's great. People don't realize the magnitude of the association the players have, not only with their teammates, but with the coaches also. You get to know each other. I was originally involved in that in a high school back in Pennsylvania. We went to a camp, and we were in pig heaven. I had my own bed. When you come from a family of 15, you don't have your own bed.
You have your own corner.
Then, of course, the meals, 3 meals a day. I thought I was in pig heaven. Camp Tonazona.
Yeah.
It was in Arizona. And then Camp Hamilton used to be the Pittsburgh Steelers camp, and they sold it to our high school. And we had the opportunity to go there. And that's how I got the concept of going up to Tonazona. And at that time, Dr. Gamage owned it. And his house where the coaches stay, and that's where we stayed as coaches, etc. In fact, Mrs. Gamage came up, and she wasn't aware that we were taking it over. And she said, "What are you doing here?" And I apologized. I introduced myself to her, etc., and explained to her that we're going to move up there. She couldn't believe it. She says, "Dr. Gamage has just retired in about a month, and they moved him out of his house."
But you've got to be excited that they're going back.
No, I think it's fantastic. I think and Coach Graham knows that as well as I do. The association they're going to have with the intimacy of the players. When I say the intimacy, I'm talking about eating together, practicing together. The intensity is fantastic. And again, the youngsters are going to be mentally and physically orientated to football, Sun Devil football. And again, that's the key to it. Again, the association they're going to have memories with those kids after they graduate and go on. But I think it's fantastic, and I congratulate him and his staff for going back up there.
That's probably won you over in a hurry, right?
Pardon?
It's probably won you over in a hurry that they're going back up there.
Well, no, it's up to him. I'm over the hill and through the woods to grandfather's house we go.
Now, hold on now, Frank. Now, I want everybody to know now that when I came here, I went up to see Frank, and he gave me his offensive playbook, his defensive playbook, and his special teams playbook. So if it doesn't work, I want to know Frank's all in with me now.
And I said to him, if you get the right players, then you will work.
Exactly.
That's what the recruiting's all about.
Talking about it, aren't we, Frank?
That's right.
that doing it's a little rougher.
Well, no, I tell you what, I'm sure that you're going to do it.
Well, we got a lot of work to do, but we're excited. I tell you this too, and all honesty, I'm really honored to be coaching at a place that Frank built. And you look at what he did, and I know he didn't like me talking about it, but I can tell you that it's absolutely phenomenal when you see what he was able to do here, and I hope that we're able to do 25% of what he did, and we'd have one a heck of a successful football team.
Let me ask you a question. What's your concept of your offense right now? How do you look at it?
I think our offense right now, I think we're going to be able to run the football. I think that our offensive line, what I was the most worried about, and boy, they came off their physical. We're very thin, but I feel good. If we can run the football, we're going to score points. Yeah. I think the biggest challenge is going to be defense.
Do you say that? Because everybody ran and raves about your defense. You got some pretty good kids there. Yeah. I noticed you got rid of number 7. I won't mention his name.
No, we won't. But no, we obviously, I think that's the thing. They were able to move the ball and score points last year. The tough thing, if you're going to win, you got to play defense. You got to play championship level defense. We're going to have a lot of newcomers and a lot of new guys in there.
Well, you have some pretty good kids on defense. Just watching your practice.
Yeah, and we've got some talent. It's just about being disciplined. I think having talented players, is one thing. Getting all those talented players to play as one together as a group of 11.
That comes from the head coach.
That's right. That's right. And we're
you're on him, man.
I
you're just
can tell
riding him hard today.
I got you.
It's every every day. It's every day.
No, I tell you what.
Who hooked a marlin, though, down in Cabo? Who hooked a marlin?
He got the biggest one.
How big?
I didn't get it in the boat, though, did I, Frank?
No, he couldn't get in the boat.
I laid down in the bottom of the boat after I fought it for
Last
about 40
November,
minutes.
last November, we took the show to Cabo, and we were in the black and blue, okay, the big marlin fishing tournament. Last day there, they put me in the seat. They say, Brad, if you catch the biggest fish, it's $1.5 million today. That was the jackpot, okay? Fishermen from around the world. I hook on one, it goes up in the air, goes back down. I fight it for a half hour, I get it in, I think it's Moby Dick. I think it's the biggest thing. It's 240 pounds, right?
240 pounds.
Guy hooks a 400-pounder, beats me by 160 pounds, walks away with $1.5 million. But I'll never have a bigger rush than that.
Wow.
That's
Well,
fantastic.
I'm going to tell you this. Ed Roberson, a great Sun Devil, took us up there, and we had an absolutely incredible time, and it was a lot of fun. But I'm going to tell you, I'd never been deep-sea fishing in my life, and it was absolutely
Well, just watching you fish, I could see what you're talking about.
All right, you two. Go have lunch. Get out of here.
Okay, good. Brad, it's good seeing you.
Frank,
Take
it's always good to see you. I'll see you
Thank
through the
you so
weekend.
much.
Thanks again, Todd.
Yes, sir.